more organisms you can incorporate into the system, the more diverse it becomes, the stronger it's going to be.
Aquaponics got its commercial start north of the border. In a Milwaukee warehouse in 2009, Sweetwater Organics came to life. Aquaponics is a combination of hydroponics, where you're growing plants in water, and aquaculture, where you're raising fish. It's designed to simulate a riverbed.
You have fish and plants growing in harmony. The fish eat and produce waste. That waste has to be cleaned and removed. So we take that waste, we pump it up to our plants. Plants are fertilized by that waste, they get nutrients from it, and in the same process of them being fertilized, they purify the water for the fish, they clean it.
4 years after its launch, Sweetwater relies on more than just plants to bring in revenue.
We'll sell honey from our bees, we sell worms, we have compost, we have a very wide range of different things.
The most expensive parts of the business are labor and electricity. The company makes just enough money each year to cover those costs, but that's about it.
We have not turned a profit yet, and we are struggling to make that happen. We will probably not make a profit for a while now.
One thing that helps is that from the beginning, the city of Milwaukee has given the company its full confidence.
We had absolutely nothing but support in the transformation of our legal structures, our administrative codes, to enable us to begin experimenting.
Companies in Chicago haven't been as lucky. Startups 312 Aquaponics and Greens and Gills say it's been frustrating to wait so long.
There's some regulatory obstacles right now. We are working with the city to kind of codify this new industry, because right now Chicago doesn't have anything on the books to regulate farms.
David Ellis of Greens and Gills says it's been a slow process.
We moved down here from Milwaukee 2 months ago. We thought we were going to be able to get operational quickly, and there have been some hurdles in getting licensed by the city.
And you want to get that?
Chicago chef Eric Williams of MK Restaurant is using microgreens from Milwaukee's Sweetwater.
We use them in salads. We also use them to really highlight or accent dishes as more of a finishing product. We very rarely cook with them because they're usually very delicate, but they're a really cool addition to a plate.
Williams says MK buys both perch and tilapia from Sweetwater Organics.
The process that they're going about doing it is totally amazing, and I continue to be fascinated by it. To take vacant property or vacant land and utilize it in a way where it restores the land, restores jobs in a community, I think that's a business model that's bound to succeed.
Chef Guy Michael of Nana supports local farms, like Urban Canopy, owned by Alex Patorak. But he says it's more difficult with aquaponics since most Chicago companies are still in their early stages.
I mean, I've worked a little bit with 312 Aquaponics, which is in the same building that Alex is in at the plant, but I've never been able to get anything with any kind of consistency.
The greens range in price from about $12 to $18 for every 4 ounces.
We usually get them in 4-ounce increments, and they can range up to about $60 for 4 ounces. So you figure $25 an ounce, which could be pretty expensive. Despite
costs and complications with permits, farmers and chefs seem to agree that aquaponics and urban farming have a sustainable future in Chicago. Elizabeth Bunn, Medill News Service.